So tell us a little bit here about the ideal attitudes of networking and trade shows. I do think they're back. I was just at HubSpot's Inbound and they had over 12,000 people. It was sold out live. They did not do a virtual ticket. They did not record the sessions. They were like, we're going to do this thing live. And it was super fun and re-energizing for me. Have you found the same thing?
Well, let's start with when you talk about mindset, Mike. I think the traditional mindset is, hey, I'm going out to this show. I've got a loaded gun pointed at my head if I'm a salesperson because I got to retire quota, and I've got to sell some people. I got to bring some business back. And there are selling trade shows depending upon what kind of business you're in. But let's just pretend it's business to business. It's often not really selling there. But you know what? A lot of the people I meet there come off with having commission breath, and it feels
Mhm.
like they're trying to sell me, and I don't think that feels good. So typically my mindset, the mindset we suggest is, I am not trying to sell somebody at the show. You might have a one call close. You can walk out of there with a bucket of money. Go ahead and do that. But if you're like most business to business sales, I think that's important. And the second thing would be, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to meet some people. And how about this? Get some calendar discoveries on our calendar for the next week or two. Now, if I can simplify it, Mike, and you said it a minute ago in your setup, conversations. I don't care if it's barking at the moon or email automation. The lifeblood for any salesperson is discovery. By the way, the discoveries usually aren't AI to AI. The discoveries are usually two people talking to one another. And if these networking events, depending if they're, a trade show or just a single, couple of hour event, we can get some really good fundamental information and then set that appointment. So mindset wise, not trying to sell anybody, only want to have some nice conversations, set some appointments.
I love that. Two things there. The Sandler rule: when prospecting, go for the appointment. We don't want to try to get married on the first date. We're not trying to, be super aggressive at these trade shows. It's just open relationships, open conversations. And that's a great ideal mindset. I think also for me, the common misconceptions, I think, are that you could even go to sell. That a lot of times, especially if you're doing other types of networking like a BNI or a referral group, everybody goes to get referrals and to get clients. They don't necessarily go to give them or to buy anything. So even treating these events like they're anything close to a sales opportunity, for me sometimes is a struggle. So I like to think about, how can I meet new people? How can I find some new opportunities if they're there, get introductions through them to other people? Or information is huge. They know things, like you said, discovery about their business. They know things about the industry. If you're at a nice diverse trade show, you can learn all kinds of cool insights and things that could help your existing customers, or introductions and what other people are doing for their opportunities, industry knowledge that creates better conversations. Is there anything else in the attitude bucket that you would add to that?
Let me give you a couple quick things, Mike, and I'm actually going to borrow or steal from you and your dad. You guys had done a thing about journaling years ago. I still have the documents today. And so prior to a networking or trade show, I always journal. And here's a few things I'll write down. Number one, I enjoy meeting new people and having nice conversations with them. So for my introverted style, hey, no pressure, because I'm not trying to sell anybody. The second thing is, back to what you said a minute ago about reciprocity. Maybe my purpose to be there is to be able to help people. Maybe if I give there, the good karma in the universe is going to give some back to me. So my antenna is up to say, hey, how can I help these people as well? Now I don't have that commission breath. And then the other thing I would say is that, as tempting as it might be, if somebody does become interested in me there, I want to turn that conversation back to them, because my job as a professional salesperson, Sandler rule, is to get information, not give it. So avoid rambling on about myself. Turn it back to them as quickly as possible. The last thing is, I'm curious, skeptical, and emotionally detached from the outcome of these conversations. If it sounds like they might be having some challenges or a reason for us to have a conversation in a way that I can help after this event, then maybe we should get our calendars out and get some time on the calendar. And those principles, I think, really get somebody's mind right to get the most out of this thing.